Heyo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is D-Dubs Gaming. Today we are going to talk about the elephant in the room. Is Mass Effect Andromeda good? Do I like it? Do I hate it? Well, let's get into it. First things first, I'd like to mention is that I'm a pretty big fan of this franchise. You can see any of my other videos and pretty much tell that. So with everything I'm going to talk about, I'm going to mention the public's opinion of each point, and then I'm going to throw my own 2 cents in as a giant Mass Effect fan. The biggest point that everybody's making online is, in general, the facial animations. To me, yes, it looks pretty bad. You know, if I was expecting a AAA game to come out like this, I would expect it to look absolutely pristine, you know, no rough edges, just in general amazing looking. And it doesn't. However, the Mass Effect fan in me wants to say, hey, public, what game have you been playing the past 10 years? They all have bugs. They all don't look the best. To me, it gives the game more charm. To be honest, it gives me more, just in general, laughs, and I came to expect it to be so. So for me personally, not that big of a deal at all. Other reports coming in to complain about bug issues with the game in general have said that there have been complete level changes, such as floors falling out or character models staying in one place or rubber banding. And I'm playing on a PS4 Pro. I have had a few instances where the bigger characters will just stand there and let you kill them and, you know, take their loot or what have you. But other than that, I haven't seen much. If I was the general public, I would say this is absolutely unacceptable. However, the Mass Effect fan in me says, get over it. It's one little thing that really, you know, slows down the game. Then again, I'm also playing on a PS4 Pro. A lot of people don't have that luxury. So in general, I'm kind of on the fence about this point. I'm still loving the game regardless. I would like to point out though that BioWare has recently released an article in which they explain what bugs they're going to fix. They're putting out a patch this Thursday, and it's going to improve a lot of the general angst around the game when it comes to animations and certain things happening that I've previously mentioned. So we're going to see what happens there. I hope that the game gets ample amount of post-production patches, help, what have you, because you know, even though I'm a giant fan, I think that there are a lot of little things that they need to fix. A few big things too, but like I said, I haven't really seen them. And in general, I just want to see this game thrive. I want to see it be around for a long time and maybe turn it into a franchise if it sold well, which I have a feeling it did. I saw the first earnings call, and it's looking pretty good for BioWare. One last point I would like to make in regards to the faults of this is that BioWare released a statement saying that they could have went up to another 6 months of development before releasing the game to get it 100% where they wanted it to be, and that just makes all the sense in the world considering there's so many little bugs going on, so much little refinement that probably should have been done before release, but it was also probably rushed by EA. So the general public would say, yes, absolutely, this should have been delayed, but the big Mass Effect fan in me was just dying to get my hands on it. It had already been delayed 2 times previously, so I was itching so badly getting my hands on it, and me being biased loves it for what it is regardless. That's probably stupid, and you know, for any other game I'd probably put it down, but because this is my #1 franchise, I just gotta overlook that part. Now what I want to do is point out the good parts of this game, which is what news outlets and game journalists are not doing. I don't feel like they're giving this game a fair shake. They're looking at the surface value and just calling it that. So I'm going to bring up some points that I in general think make this game good. I'm going to mention one big factor for me: scope. This game is huge. I don't care if you're casual, core, somewhere in between, you can spend so many hours on this game, and to me that is beautiful. You can get into the mythos and the side missions. The main missions themselves are pretty long. You can go just explore worlds and galaxies, and I've heard some outlets saying that they're taking up to 100 hours just to beat it. I feel like a lot of first impressions are out there saying it's bad. People are only playing it for a couple hours, where when it really shines is about the 10-hour mark or so, where you have the whole world in front of you and you can really make it your own. For me, that is a special thing regardless of what franchise it is. The next great thing I gotta talk about is the combat. I mean, look at this. It is gorgeous. It's fast, it is in your face, it is fluid. I think it's the best iteration so far, by far, of the combat, and I'm going to come back for more and more and more. The only complaint I've heard is that there are only 3 powers mapped to you at a time, which, if you're playing multiplayer, does kind of suck. I mean, you could be stuck up for 20-30 minutes at a time with it, but when you combo with other players, it becomes more fun. In the single player, you can set favorites, so you can say I like these powers but only in this situation. Well, you have 4 slots where you can make your favorite powers and kind of combine them to become a super soldier. So I think that's a good way of rectifying it, and with the multiplayer, that's just how it is. I don't know how they could change that, but in general, I really like it. Once again, bias. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the customization. When you're playing single player, they open up every single power to you from the beginning. You can make your character however you want them, and once again, it is glorious, beautiful, everything that I wanted as a fan. I'm actually going to make a video about that soon, highlighting all of the things that you can do as a character while you tackle the Andromeda system. But with that being said, that's going to do it for this video. In general, I really like the game as a fan. I actually love it as a fan. As a general consumer, I like it. I think it's pretty good. I probably wouldn't play as much if I wasn't a giant fan. But that's it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I would love to hear all your opinions, suggestions, what have you. So yeah, come back for more and have a great day.